Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be doing my summer favorites. So if you're interested in seeing the makeup and other beauty items I've been loving this month, or this season, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video from me. Alright you guys, so it's time for another favorites video. I really like to do these every season, and I try to do it in like the middle of the season. That way it's not like at the end, but also not like too close at the beginning. It's like the perfect time for me. And so I usually pick like 10 items that are really my favorite, and I have to say there's a lot of cheek products here, a lot of blushes. I've been really enjoying my cheek products lately, but I have some other things in there too. I do have two non-makeup favorites that I'm gonna get out of the way at the beginning, but yeah, enough rambling, let's hop into the favorites. So, two things that are not makeup. First is this Kinship sunscreen. This is the Self Reflect Probiotic Moisturizing Sunscreen, Zinc Oxide Broad Spectrum SPF 32. I love this stuff. I bought this because of Sarah Rose, and I can only use mineral sunscreens. I never noticed irritation using chemical sunscreens. However, my dermatologist, since I have rosacea, recommends that I avoid it so I don't irritate the rosacea now or in the future. So I do stick to mineral sunscreens. This one is really nice. I like that it is water resistant. I wish it was SPF 50, but I have a different sunscreen for when I'm really going to be in the sun all day. That's a little higher SPF, but this is really nice. It goes on really nicely. It kind of almost primes the skin in a really nice way. It's got like a weird grayish tint that just goes on neutral. Like, it doesn't really give you any perfecting, even like in a tinted moisturizer kind of way, it doesn't give you any really effect on the skin. I think it's just there to help neutralize the zinc oxide. And I've been really liking this, so I wanted to mention this if you are looking for a new sunscreen. And you can get this at Ulta, by the way. Other favorite I wanted to mention is this. This is the KP Smoothing Body Lotion with 10% AHA from First Aid Beauty. And I have only been using this for a little bit now. I had to stop because I got a cut on my arm and I didn't want to put like the AHA on it. But I am noticing a really big difference in the KP on the back of my arms. It's not something that super bothers me, having the KP. I mean, it's super common. A lot of people have it. But if there's a product that works that will get rid of it or get rid of most of it, I'm down to try it. And I've been really enjoying it. I've just started reusing it again because, like I said, I got a cut on my arm and I didn't want to put the AHA on it. But I've been noticing a big difference in the KP on the back of my arms. I do plan on doing a review video on this in the future, but I'm really happy with the results so far, and I would be shocked if we don't see more things like this on the market. First Aid Beauty is the only one that I'm quite aware of. I know I could just use AHA on my arms, but this is a nice, the only con that I don't like about this is it's a little sticky. It takes a little bit to like not be sticky anymore, but it's not the end of the world. I've heard some people don't like the scent of this. I don't find that it really has a scent that I can smell. Like, if I really smell my arm, it almost smells a little bit like chocolate. But it's not noticeable just like going about my day. So like I said, I have 5 cheek products. I know, too much, but I got 3 different blushes, and then I've got 2 other products. So let's start out with the first one. So this one is always a pain to show. This is the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Bronzer, or Powder Bronzer Duo. I forget what, I think it's Total Major Sculpt, I believe. It doesn't say on here, but I believe it's also called the Major Sculpt. But I have the shade She's Statuesque, and this is what it looks like. So it's a little bit bigger than his cream blush and powder blush duo, but it's the same format where there's a powder bronzer, and then you flip this little thing, and there's a cream bronzer underneath the plastic protector. And I'm gonna just flip it down so it's not like reflective. I love this product. It's so natural and subtle, but really makes a difference on the face. It's just a subtle contour, and then you go over it with the powder bronzer, and it's perfect for my skin tone. It just adds a nice little bit of sculpt, a nice little bit of warmth to the skin, and I don't like an overly bronzed look on myself. So this is perfect because it's just so natural on my skin. And this was not something I was originally going to pick up. But I saw some reviews and I was convinced, so I bought it for myself for my birthday from Sephora, and I'm really, really happy with it. I really, really love Patrick Ta items. Even though I don't wear neutrals, I wanted his palette that came out so badly. I've heard mixed things about it though, so I'm probably not going to buy it, but it looks beautiful. Who am I? So then the other item I've been absolutely loving is the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow Highlight. This is stunning. I have the shade Crystal Nebula. I think these are still in stock. I'm not sure. But this is just so beautiful. I've been so into like glowy mix-in products. Now this, I like it more as a highlight than like mixing it in like in my foundation or even under my foundation. I just prefer this as a straight highlight. It just gives a nice like wet, plump look to the cheeks. It just looks so good, and it looks so glowy and beautiful, but also natural at the same time, and it just looks so good. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's just stunning. And I do have a video on this item. I did a full video on the Lisa Eldridge products I bought, so I will link that down below in the cards. Go ahead and check it out if you would like to, but I highly, highly recommend this if you're looking for a liquid highlighter. It's stunning. It is, and it's such a dream. Like, I don't like using my fingers to apply makeup, but it's just so natural to me to just like put a dot here, and then tap it out on my cheeks. And it's just so, it's her seamless skin range, and it is so seamless. Like, it's so beautiful on the cheeks, and I need to stop talking now because I'll just keep going on about how beautiful this is. So I really, really want to recommend this. It's a really stunning product. And since we're talking about Lisa Eldridge, let's hop into her cream blushes. So I've got 3 because I'm wild, I guess. I don't know. So I bought 3, and I have Dante's Dream, I've got Venetian Red, and I've got Mountain Walk here. I'll show you. Let me get them all in position. And so you can see the colors there. I will also link, like I said, the Lisa Eldridge video I did. These are so beautiful. I think my 2 favorites are Venetian Red and Mountain Walk. Mountain Walk is, like I mentioned in the past before, it just gives a freshness to the cheeks that looks like I just came in from a cold walk. It just looks so beautiful. I love this shade. Venetian Red is like that classic sunburny blush look that I love so much. It is stunning, and I really, really like this one. I will say Mountain Walk is very much thicker than the other ones. And then the last one I got is Dante's Dream, which is definitely more of just like an everyday shade for me. It's just a nice kind of rosy, neutrally browny blush, and it's really pretty as well. And again, these are so easy to just like, I'll squeeze a little bit out on my wrists and then either pick it up with my fingers or a brush and just like tap it onto my skin. And again, I don't like using my fingers, but again, there's something so natural about tapping it out on my cheek, and it's just so easy. And they're pigmented, but they sheer out beautifully. They are such stunning blushes, and I have been a cream blush monster this year, and they are stunning. So I've got 2 more blushes to talk about. The first one is my Tower 28 Beach Please Blush in Magic Hour. I think I had these in my spring favorites, but I'm mentioning this shade in particular. I am currently panning it in my Partners in Cream Project Pan. I do have it on today under another blush that I'm going to talk about in a moment, but this blush is just so effortless. I love taking a stippling brush and just patting it on my cheeks. It goes with any look. I could do a warm tone look, a cool tone look, any look. This looks good, and it's just so effortless and natural on me, and it's just a really great blush. I can really see myself fully panning this in the next year or 2. Like, it's just a nice, just beautiful cream blush. And then the last blush I have to talk about. I love blush so much, but I use blush a lot, and I love rotating it, so I don't mind having a larger blush collection. Another recent new product for me are the Novel Skin Glazings. These are more of the blushy shades for me. So first I bought the shade Independence. It's kind of like, it's a very unique blush to my collection. It's like a hazelnutty rosy shade. That's how I think it's described on the Ulta website, and it's just beautiful. It's a unique shade to my collection, and it just looks so, like, it's not like, these are glowy powders, but they look so naturally glowy on the skin. Like, they're not glittery, they're just like a nice glow to the cheeks that is just, it looks so healthy and natural on the cheeks, if that makes any sense. It just looks so natural and beautiful, and I really like this independent shade. And then I'm actually wearing this one on top of that Magic Hour blush today, and this is the shade Lola, which is definitely a little bit more of a bright watermelon shade. It really packs a it really packs a punch on the cheeks and just looks super beautiful, and just a really nice bright pink shade, and I really, really love it. So those are all of the cheek products out of the way. I know a lot, but they're just so good. And so let's move into some eyeshadows. So I've got a palette actually, and neither of these are really new to my collection. I've just been using them a ton lately. So the first one is my Feral palette from Menagerie. This was the first palette I bought. I actually bought it last year for my birthday. I have wanted this palette for so long, and I finally bought it, and I just love this palette. And I rolled in, I'm trying to hold it far away because I don't want to like spoil too much for the shade Alpha, but this is in my project pan, and I've just been absolutely loving it. It is so, I thought I was gonna have such a hard time with this like gray shade, but I've been loving it so much, and I've been pairing it with other shadows, but also just using this palette a lot, like pairing it with this like pink shade and with the greens and the pinks, and it just goes really well with this palette. And this formula is just so beautiful and pigmented. The shimmers are beautiful, not my favorite formula, but like I like them. I enjoy using them. They're just a little bit of a thick metallic. And yeah, I've been loving this palette. I've been really into cool tones now ever since I rolled this shade into my panless shadows, which, by the way, I didn't do an update for July because I didn't hit pan on anything. I'm just gonna do an update at the beginning of August, if you were curious. And so yeah, I've been loving this shade so much. So yeah, I highly recommend this palette because it's just so versatile, and I love it at all times of the year. It's so good. And then the other shadows I've been really enjoying and just reaching for a lot lately are my Clionadh shadows. Now this palette is looking like a mess because I just pulled out a few shadows for my Harry Potter BYOP. So spoiler alert for that, although it might be up before this or it's either coming later this week. I'm not sure. But I've just been enjoying these shadows so much lately. They're so unique and so beautiful to my collection. As you can see, I've got some dips going on these. I just love them. They're so special and so unique, and they were a pretty penny. So I am definitely making sure that I'm getting my use out of them because I want to make sure I got my money's worth out of them. You know, I don't ever feel, with eyeshadow, I don't feel like I need to finish a shadow to get my money's worth out of it. But I just want to make sure I'm using them, and I would love to hit pan on some of these shades in the future because they're just so beautiful, and they just add a nice uniqueness and beautifulness to any eye look. So I've been really enjoying these, especially like the shades like Opulent and Carving up here, like these shades up here. I've been really like pairing with the Alpha shade in the Menagerie palette. So yeah, I've just been enjoying my Clionadh shades. So we've got three more things left. Let me do the one last eye thing, and that is my NYX eyeliner in the shade Blue Trip. This is just a pencil liner. This is specifically the Epic Wear liner stick, and I've been really enjoying this shade. I got this one in a purple one. I don't like the purple one, but this one, the purple one's kind of metallic. This one's more matte. And this just adds a nice pop to the waterline, and it stays in the waterline very, very well, and I've just really been enjoying this shade. I think there's a reason a pop of blue is very common in palettes, and it's because it goes with so many colors, and I've just been really enjoying this pop of blue in my eye looks, and it's very nice. So yeah, I just wanted to shout this out. Next up, I have my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Setting Spray, which I got around Christmas time, and I had reached for it and I really, really enjoyed it, but I was so much focusing on my Pixie Glow Mist in my project pan that I just wasn't reaching for any of my other sprays. And I recently rolled this into a project, and I'm trying not to show my lines. That's why I'm holding it this way. But yeah, I've just been loving this so much. I love it to set my makeup, but I also like it to like refresh during the day, and it really helps my makeup stay in place all day long. It's really, really nicely. The mister is pretty good. Not like the best mister in the world, but it's pretty darn good. The Pixie Glow Mist spray is like one of my favorite sprays, but this is really nice as well. And yeah, I've just been really enjoying it. It's got a weird smell, like when you first put it on, but then the smell goes away, so it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, I just wanted to shout this out because it's a spray I've been loving so much, and I'm flying through it. I know, I guess it doesn't look like it, but I feel like for the amount of times I've used it, I've done pretty good. And like my Pixie Glow Mist one took forever to go through, so with how much I'm reaching for this, I just feel like I'm flying through it. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this one. And last but certainly not least, we've got my Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embraces. So, and then again, another Lisa Eldridge product, but she just does products so good. And so I have one before, but I got 3 new shades, and I'm wearing the shade Affair on my lips right now. It's just a nice neutrally warm brown, and I love these. These are so hydrating, and they have great longevity, and then when they do start to wear away, they just leave a nice moisturization to the lips. So I do have lip swatches of these in that video I mentioned, so again, check out that video if you're interested in swatches. But this is such a nice shade. And then I also have Go Lightly for a nice like pink pop on your lips. I could not think of the words I wanted to say. And then I've got Songbird for just like a nice neutrally pink kind of shade. So I highly recommend these. These are really, really nice. I don't know if they're in stock on her website, but they are really nice. And I mean, there are other things on the market like this, but I think these are the best that you can get. So they're definitely worth it to me. And with that all being said, those are my summer favorites. Yeah, a lot of cheap products, but you know what? I have no shame. I love all of them, and I do rotate through them pretty darn well. Let me know what you've been loving this summer down in the comments below. I would love to hear, and thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!